Hi, I'm Sarah Sunshine back again, and I'm here to teach you a fast and simple way to make your own terrarium decorations. Now, I am giving away a trade secret. However, you can also purchase these from us. We make them as well. These are examples of what we're going to be learning how to make today. And these will go very well in all terrariums if you use an air plant, that is. From subtropical to tropical to arid terrariums. So you can use them in pretty much all terrariums. I have chosen to go with air plants. Now what you're going to need is the plant that you've gone with. You can do this with artificial plants as well. However, there's another step in that I may show you guys sometime later, because of course that's again a trade secret. You're going to need your stones or base. You can also attach them to glass beads or whatever you'd like, but you need a base. You're going to need some moss. And I personally like to add in semi-precious gemstones, which I've purchased all of this stuff except for the air plants from one of our local hobby stores. And I've got some assorted jade here, and I've also got some amethyst. And then of course you've got your moss. So the first step, make sure you have an extra glue stick in hand. Sometimes it'll run out and you'll be at a crucial point. The first step is you're going to want to attach your plant to the base. And it looks like my glue stick has broken down. So this is why I said, this is a prime example of why it is good to have another glue stick at hand. So feed your glue stick in. Most of you should know how to do this, but then again, some of us don't. You can apply a liberal amount of glue at this point because you want to make sure your plant, I've chosen to go with this plant for this particular decoration. You want to make sure your plant adheres very well to the glue, Now also, don't use super glue, any epoxies, anything like this. Those are all definitely dangerous for animals. They give off toxic chemicals, and you don't want that kind of stuff around your pets. So for this project, I've also chosen to go with this moss over here. So you're just gonna take a small amount. I mean, you could be liberal too if you have a large enough base, and you are going to apply the moss to around the base. Now try and get as close to the plant base as possible as well. That way you can guarantee that the plant again adheres. It helps adhere it to the stone. Now, one of the things the moss does is, of course, it hides the unsightly glue, but it serves a second purpose in the fact that with plants like air plants, it will help keep moisture at the root of the plant where you need it. Ooh, little burn. And just go ahead and cut off any of your excess. I actually put my scissors, I didn't think I need them, on the floor. There I am, going and being human, making mistakes. You all are here with me making mistakes. And I'm gonna go ahead and add another little patch of moss to that area because it's not covered very well. So just kind of ball up. This type of moss you have to ball up. Moss like this and stuff, you just have to find a small piece to add. And super glue has that tendency of leaving strings everywhere. You're going to want to pull those away, pull those off. So now, as you can see, that spot, like I said, is a little bare. So let's go ahead and tuck this piece right on in. Put the glue on top of it so it adheres and it's not sticking out all funny. And just go ahead and press in that extra bit of moss. You don't need to hold it down firmly for long because hot glue dries very fast. Now, like I said, the fun part, this is the 4th step. I'm sorry, I've not been naming the steps. Kind of get any moss trimmings out of the way, so just makes it a cleaner work area. I find it easier to work like that. Is to add your gemstones. Yay! For this one, I have chose amethyst, and you're just going to go ahead and place your glue, and then pick the prettiest side you feel and stick it up. And just push it in for about 30 seconds, and you're all good. Oops, I wanted to spin it around, but my nail caught it and did it for me. Tuck this piece in, I don't like that. This moss is ornery. Try not to get your fingers in it. It doesn't hurt bad, but it will be a slight burn. Nothing to run to the hospital for, just a slight tinge. And there you all go. You have yourself your very own handmade terrarium decoration. Just pull off all of the strings, like I said, from the hot glue. And then the very last step, after you get all of the hot glue strings pulled away from the plant and the moss, you're gonna take your plant and you're going to spritz it with some water around the base where the moss is, like I said, to help keep it moist. But this will go, if you have it in a desert terrarium or arid terrarium, you're gonna need to spray it down on an air plant quite often because it's not gonna get the moisture it needs. But these definitely will survive in there if you take care of them. But in subtropical and tropical terrariums, they do great because of the humidity and moisture and temperatures that you keep your tanks at. And there you go, folks. I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you had fun, and blessed be. Don't forget to like and subscribe.